Yes, thanks Rob. Good evening to you, good evening everybody. It is the renewal of what has become a very nice friendship between Liverpool and Salzburg over the last few seasons. There have been some very handy little games played between the two. We had the competitive fixtures, of course, but the warm-up games Jurgen Klopp seems to love. It's a good level of competition. It's a good place to play, and Liverpool are very welcome here. Of course, spending time in Austria on their camp, Gary, and the players do seem to relish these sort of challenges.
Well, it's been a hard camp as well. I think very intensive training. I think they did 2 sessions before this game yesterday, so I've taken a little bit out of the players, plus the fact that when you look at Salzburg, they've been back, they're already playing in the league. They've played 1 game in the league and I think a cup game as well. He's impressed as well.
That's a foul inside the first 10 seconds by Van der Bremt. His turn was lovely. Here's Elliott. Just runs down, and the flick in the end was by Hіghlіghts, which wasn't the best, but then the strike is over the top by Šeško. You're saying he could be the most expensive teenager?
No, I think we did.
Bernardo is the defender.
Wants to play on the shoulder of the last defender.
That's another foul, another free kick. Kumatio, of course, played in that game. That's offside. Again, Šeško. 2.5 million when they signed it from Domzalians. Lovely ball. And Nunez helping it across. It just wouldn't sit down for Mbappé.
Oh, great little link-up play between the two.
Salzburg half as they can. Here's Naby Keita. Just didn't get it, did he? He seemed to get away from the challenge. Jones. This is a bit short on Milner. That's Darwin Nunez, unable to turn, and again. And Soleil did well. He just wouldn't let the ball sit at the feet. Really nicely weighted pass. Mbappé. Nunez! Ooh. So close.
Well, to be honest with you, the run is probably the wrong one for me. I think it needs to stay away here. Mbappé.
James Milner tries to hold him up. That's a super stop by Adrian. And the miss by Fernando is something quite out of the ordinary.
Well, I don't think you'll see a worse miss than that in the course of the season, certainly in the Premier League.
Touch. He's overcut. And Nunez! That's a really good block. Step away from Konate. He goes for the return. Oh, it's a lovely goal. It's the man of the moment for Red Bull Salzburg. The man in demand, Benjamin Šeško, with a really nicely worked goal.
But all credit to them. They open up Liverpool pretty well. Šeško, when he initially breaks it, for me, he just didn't seem to have the pace to get away from Liverpool defenders, but then the combination of the 2 strikers put paid to that, and Liverpool just couldn't deal with it.
And Sučić. It's tipped away by Adrian. It needed to be as well.
I just thought Sučić could have...
It was by Jones. And that's Fernando. One of those awkward ones that slid off the outside of his boot. Just wouldn't come down.
Well, again, ideally, when you're hitting that ball in the volley, you want...
And he goes on. It's Elliott and Mbappé. And the shot is saved by the goalkeeper. Again, a good counter-attack from Liverpool. Liverpool come again, it's Elliott. Uses Nunez as the decoy. He can't control the final shot, and his frustrations are growing.
Well, Nunez just...
Fabio Carvalho. Milner goes on the overlap. Laid down. And there is plenty of support for him going on in the background. Elliott over New for Elliott. And there he is, Carvalho. That's a lovely ball by Elliott. Mabaya didn't have the quality in that final third. Adrian just about did enough. Don't think that's going to count.
Well, I think
Fernando, Šeško again, and Milner was to tidy up. And there goes Andrew Robertson. That's inch perfect. Oh, and it was Elliott who was arriving himself around the back for Andrew Robertson's cross, just out of reach. Needed to go, have to deal with it. He's being hustled and harried. And the dummy was, and this is Simic. He goes on his own. That's a good block by Konate. That's nicely done, and Simic will go again. Adrian stop. All the way through this time for Elliott. Valci stayed tight. He manages to shift his way out of a couple of challenges, and then goes tumbling under a rather clumsy looking attempt at a challenge. And he just couldn't get it up and down. And Simic, Mabaya, Elliott. He's done that little shift again to Elliott. He was caught. Play goes on, and the goalkeeper needed to get that touch, but this is Joe. It's looking for Carvalho. It will just run away from him to this game. Thiago Henderson. Oh, lovely. Luis Diaz. Great save by the goalkeeper. Really good strike. Goes on, Liverpool have it. That's a foul on Salah. In this equaliser, he's done everything but score. And this is Simic. Needed that. And tidy from the goalkeeper again. Alexander-Arnold. It's a lovely ball over the top. One of those that purely in Monaco at a young age from Partizan. That's Salah. That's a ball for Adamu. Alexander-Arnold is the defender and did enough. Lovely ball. Firmino. Saved by the goalkeeper again. And he's done well again there, Mantle. Paid a couple of million for him.